Hello, hello.
Cheers to the freaking weekend.
I'll drink to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our special Friday episode. We are enjoying some wine. Actually, Logan, what are you enjoying over there?
I'm sipping on a little White Claw Surge. And
Period.
it burns going down.
What flavor?
Ooh-wee. Blackberry. Blackberry's the only one I can tolerate.
I've got a little Pinot Grigio rosé. Hate to brag. $5.99 Trader Joe's. Thanks, Trader Joe's.
What the hell? Wait, I need to get over there.
Thanks, Joe. Wait, do you never go to Trader Joe's?
No, I never shop at Trader Joe's.
Wow, you're like missing out on an integral part of life.
I know. Well, the only thing I get from Trader Joe's are the Scandinavian swimmers.
Oh.
The sour ones.
Yeah.
Gas as fuck. If you haven't had them, so good.
I haven't had the sour ones. Maybe I need to. I'm not a huge candy girl, nor a sweets girl. That's kind of my red flag.
Actually, I could see that for you, though. Mm-hmm. Are you happy or sad they're banning red dye?
Indifferent.
Same.
I did see something about like the cosmic brownie, though. Is the cosmic brownie going to be affected?
Girl, let's pray that it's not.
Because the cosmic brownie...
Just take the red sprinkles out. Mm-hmm. They'll be fine.
Yeah. And like, do we need bright red Kool-Aid? Probably not. It's probably going to be okay.
That's the thing. Make it brown. As long as it tastes the same, I really don't care.
True. And like, there's other colors. You could do blue.
Yeah. It's just very suspicious once Donald Trump gets in office. All the colors of the rainbow start disappearing.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Wait, also for the people on the pod that are watching, I need to show you guys something real quick. Look at little Prince.
Period.
Oh my God. He's on the pod.
Our first live viewer.
Our first guest on the pod.
I will say, Gabby and I look very comfy tonight. We're just lounging.
We are lounging. I'm wearing actually a Skims bodysuit. And that is a little teaser for what's to come tonight. Okay. I will be sharing the Kim Kardashian story. So,
capital THE.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, buckle your seatbelts.
Because it's about to get crazy.
It's about to get wild.
We hope you can keep up with the Kardashians.
Hope you can keep up. True. What's new with you though, Logan?
Honestly, not much has happened this week. I've just been hanging out, relaxing, same old. I will say, are you a big movie person?
Honestly, not the biggest movie girl. I mean, I'll watch a movie every now and then, but like, not really.
Yeah, well, the Oscar nominations came out today. Mm-hmm. Girl, Boots was in that back room shuffling the cards.
I was going to say, I've seen a couple TikToks about the Oscar nominations and people are getting upset. I do want to just point out something. I've never heard of the movie Emilia, Perez.
Because it's Boots.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's not a real movie. It can't be real. Have you seen clips from it?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh
I'm
my
gosh. I've never seen anything about this movie, and somehow it's winning every award.
Literally, listen to this. Sit back and listen. Mm-hmm. There's a clip from the movie where Zoe Saldana is walking through in a doctor's office, talking to a doctor, singing a song about sex change operations.
No. That's a meme.
Yes. And it said, can you tell me about sex change operation? I see. Penis to vagina.
What?
I'm not kidding.
That's not real.
You need to see it. I swear. It's insane.
What?
And it's one of the most nominated movies of the year.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here for Selena Gomez, but like, I've seen zero previews.
Right.
I know nothing about this movie. I have no idea. Something's wrong. I did see, people were mad because Challengers didn't get Oscar nominations. Yeah. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. And it should have gotten nominated for the music. The music was insane.
Really?
You watched Challengers though, right?
I actually didn't. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to close my computer.
Okay, well, I did watch that movie, A Real Pain, with Kieran Culkin.
Okay, how was it? I haven't
seen it. It was good.
One.
I liked it. Drew and I watched it the other night. It's on Netflix or Hulu, one of those right now.
I need to see it.
It's cute. I like it. I feel like, maybe a hot take, I feel like Kieran Culkin like plays kind of the same character as he was in the other thing, and I feel like that's kind of just his personality, but he did an amazing job. Like, it was a great movie.
Damn, I need to watch it. But yeah, we need to get to the bottom of Emilia Perez because something's happening behind the scenes that we are not privy to. And it's honestly not fair. Girl, like, that movie's not good enough to be winning anything.
Yeah. Is Wicked nominated for stuff?
Yeah, it's nominated, I think, for a lot. Best Picture. Okay. Cynthia and Ariana both got nominated.
Period.
Best Music, I think, obviously.
Oh, cute. Do you think they're going to win anything?
I think... I honestly don't know. It's up against some big people. Like, did you watch The Substance with Demi Moore?
No, I need to watch that.
You need to watch it. It's good.
I want to watch that so bad, actually. But because I think when it first came out, people were like, oh, it's scary. But now I'm like, I don't care. I want to see it.
That's the thing. Okay, people were saying, this might just be me. And I like horror movies to begin with. I never was, like, scared.
Yeah.
It's more just, like, gross and crazy.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I think just people weren't expecting the level of grossness. And then once you go into it and you know it's going to be gross, you're fine. But if you go into it and you don't think it's going to be gross at all, then I could see that throwing you off.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely, like, gory.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
It's kind of like, honestly, to bring it back to last pod, it's kind of like Saltburn because, like, I loved Saltburn, but the people that watched Saltburn and didn't expect there to be gross scenes were, like, so grossed out. But I knew going into it that there was gross scenes, and so I was like, oh, that's actually not that bad. Like, whatever.
And maybe we should all just stop being prudes.
Right.
Like,
and also,
it's 2025.
Like, yeah. And I don't know. I enjoy the weirdness because I'm like, at least it's something different. Like, I don't like how when movies just all have the exact same plot. I predict the plot immediately. Like, that's why I like Saltburn so much because it's such a different style of movie that you're not seeing too often.
Yeah.
Similarly.
And just, like, something to change it up, something to excite me. Like, Saltburn, The Substance, I had a great time watching the movie. I never was bored. I'm not on my phone.
Yes.
Unlike some of these other movies.
Exactly.
I'm over here scrolling on Twitter and Instagram while this stuff is happening.
I feel the same way about Uncut Gems. Like, it's just so different. And it's not... Like, what happens in the movie, I did not predict. And I was like, wow, I'm so happy that there's movies with other plots out here.
Yeah, I still have never seen that. Yeah.
We should watch it together next time we're together.
Okay, live react.
I was going to say, we could do a live react in the pod. Wait, I hate to brag, but today at the yoga studio, first off, want to shout out the girlies. A lot of the girlies at Yoga Studio are wearing matching sets today. I was also wearing a matching set, and it's just amazing. It's nice to see some camaraderie out here. But had a couple girlies talk about the pod to me, so that was always cute and fun.
Hey girls.
Hey girls, how y'all doing?
Are they loving it or what? Okay, good.
They're loving it, and then there was like two girls that overheard the conversation, and they're like, "Wait, you have a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." Just delusional enough.
Like,
so I'm out here recruiting.
Pull your phone up right now.
Yeah.
How's your week been? Crazy? Same old?
It's been pretty good. Boots. So I've been doing a rewatch of this brand new show called Lost. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I've barely heard of it.
Boots.
Was it like critically acclaimed?
Yeah. And let me tell you, seasons 1 through 3 are the best TV I've ever watched.
No, actually insane.
Season 4?
Girl, I stopped watching.
Boots took the wheel. Like, Boots literally took the wheel. Season
and swerved.
4, I am, like, literally fighting for my life to keep watching it. And it's so sad because I'm like, I love this show so much. I care about the characters so much. But the plot is not plotting. It's not good. And I know Boots, like, they got so much hype and Boots targeted them and was like, I'm taking over. Yeah. And it just sucks. Like, half of the show is now like flashbacks of now 6 of them are out of the island and they're back home, but it's like, we all know at the end of the day they're dead. So
yeah.
Like, let's wrap it up. We could have already wrapped it up last season.
Right.
I don't need this more drama. Let's just
put
a bow on it.
Do the ones that are off, see, I never watched season 4. The ones that are off the island, do they get back on the island?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's like currently in season 4, half of the clips are like future and there's Six of them are off of the island, but they're like kind of in crises. Like Hurley is like back in the mental institution, and he's like, we have to go back to the island. And then the other half is like them still on the island, like before all of this has taken place.
Okay.
And the helicopter came, and like these researchers came, and they think they're taking them off, but they're not. And it's like, just wrap it up.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me of American Horror Story. The first few seasons of American Horror Story were so good until Boots got his dirty little paws on there. And now Ryan Murphy can't make a show to save his life.
You're trying to tell me you don't like the Kim Kardashian season?
Did you watch it?
I watched half of it, but then they had the writer's strike. They had the writer's strike, so that's why I stopped. I think they did finish it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they did. I didn't finish it, though. It was interesting.
I'll do it for my girl Kim, but...
There you go. Don't piss me off, Boots.
Don't piss
Girl,
me off, Boots.
He's been in the media this week between Emilia, Perez, and Lost. He's got his little director's cap on.
He really does.
What the
He's
fuck?
all over. He's all over
Yeah,
TV
who knew
and
he was
shows.
talented like this? Well, not talented. He's just ruining everything.
He's got connections. That's what we can't...
He's networking.
We can't underestimate the connections that man has.
No.
That entity has.
That spirit.
Yeah, wait, really
That
quick.
demon.
I think my friends were just texting me about this, and I think we need to touch on it. Did you see, this is a little bit old at this point, but did you see Matt James' breakup announcement?
Yeah, here's the thing. Couldn't care less. I don't know either of them. So, like, the whole thing is like, I don't really know.
That's fair. So, because I live in Raleigh, he's from Raleigh. He's like,
okay.
He's kind of a bigger deal here. Apparently, she broke up with him 3 hours before he made that post.
That's actually insane. I guess that makes sense why his caption was so crazy and everyone thought he was hacked.
But I'm so sorry. Like, if I go through a breakup with somebody of 4 years, I'm not letting socials know immediately.
No. It's going to be like a month, 2 months.
3.
My thing, I would let her say it. I'm not letting anyone know I get dumped.
I'm doing a soft launch of the breakup. Like, I'm not making a post with the photo being a picture of us on The Bachelor.
Right.
Saying, Father God, please heal us. Like, what?
Yeah. No. That whole situation.
That's honestly, that's dark-sided. I'm going to say it.
It was.
It was.
You know it's bad when you post something and everyone thinks that you're hacked.
Literally. Or people are like, they're actually engaged.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, they're probably reading that like, what the hell? We just told him he broke up.
My friends had a theory that it was like his fantasy football punishment.
I saw that too. Interesting. Too bad.
Interessante. Okay. I saw this on TikTok and I want to get your opinion.
Okay.
So it's this girl named Gabriella. Shout out Gabriella, love the name. She drove 2 hours to see her boyfriend. I'm thinking her and her boyfriend have been dating for a long time. Okay. And she gets to his house before he gets there. But like, I guess she has a key or she has a way of getting in. And she's in his room and she usually has there's usually a picture of her on his dresser. It's not there. And then she opens one of the drawers and the picture is sitting in the drawer. And she confronted him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I was dusting." What do you think?
Suspicious. I have a bad feeling about that. I feel like dusting. I would have been running my finger over every single surface to see if he actually dusted.
Yeah. The other thing was,
I would have made a big deal about it too. I don't blame her.
I don't feel like it's normal because the other thing was there was like 2 other things still on the dresser. So it's like, why would you just take the photo out, dust that area, and then not put it back, but you put the other 2 things back? And it's in a drawer?
That's my thing. Why are you putting it in a drawer when you dust? Mm-hmm. Just like take it off the desk, dust, and then put it right back.
Yeah, like honestly, if I'm dusting and there's a photo, I would just like pick up the photo, dust, put it right back down. Yeah. It would not be entering a drawer.
No, that just seems like extra work for him. It seems like he was trying to hide that picture.
People in the comments were like, girl, run.
Yeah. That's probably what she needed to hear.
Yeah.
I hope she does it.
I know. I hope she leaves him too. What has Boots done to you?
Boots is Emilia Perez this week for me. Like, that is Boots. No idea where she came from. Mm-hmm. But she's here and she's making it known. Which, like, T, go off.
Yeah.
Get your Oscar noms. But also, who are you and why are you here?
Yeah,
like,
and at what
happening?
cost?
At what cost? Like, now, yeah. It's a whole debacle.
That is so crazy.
And the crazy thing is, when it wins something at the Oscars, I'm afraid I will have to watch it.
I was going to say,
and I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like I need to watch it, but based on the one song you told me about, like, it seems like such a flop and, like, so weird.
Right. But the
and,
Oscars
like, trying
will
hard.
beg to differ. Yeah.
Do you have any crazy dating stories? Any anonymous ones, or?
So I don't have a dating story this week or today on Friday, but I just want to talk about, like, where I grew up and, like, what kind of hoodlum shit we were getting into.
Tell me everything.
At, like, 11 and 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you know, like, when you're driving through a small neighborhood and you see little kids, like, on the side of the road just, like, walking somewhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, first of all, where the fuck are they going? Mm-hmm. Second of all, I know they're about to get into trouble.
Third of all, where are their parents?
Third of all, where are their parents? Well, I'll tell you, my parents were home. They didn't give a fuck where we went. But our neighborhood was so walkable. Like, we would just walk to the park. We would walk to Burger King. We would walk to Walgreens. Like, we were literally everywhere.
That's really nice. That's good luxury.
Truly. But it was like, we felt like hood rats. Like, we were just, like, crazy. Just, like, getting into, like, crazy shit. And there was another group of kids that we, like, kind of had beef with. But, like...
Not the rivalry gang.
Right. But, like, not to the point where, like, we were fighting or anything. It was just always, like, when we saw them, we were like, there they are.
Yeah.
And I forget, there was one kid, I forget what his name was. But he was, like, well known because he fell off of a slide and broke his arm. And they had to shut the slide down.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, oh, there he is. Like, he's the one who got the slide shut down. And so everyone automatically...
So everybody had beef with him because,
exactly.
Like, damn.
Like, wow, you just shut the slide down because you couldn't keep your balance? Like, now you ruined it for everyone?
Yeah, like, that's on you, not on me.
Exactly. And so it would get to the point where, like, they would be at the park and, like, we would walk by. And, like, we wouldn't even stop at the park. We would just keep walking. And there was one time, someone in their group, we still to this day don't know who it was. Someone in their group shit down one of the tube slides.
No way.
So, like, you couldn't see it at the top or at the bottom of the slide. It was, like, in the middle of the slide.
Oh, my God.
And we, like, get to the park and they're like, guys, come on, go down the slide. And we were like, first of all, why are they talking to us? Like,
why do they want us to go down the slide so
bad? Right? We're never cool with them. So we're, like, going. We, like, get to the top. And it was, like, midsummer. Smelled awful.
Oh my god.
It had been sitting there all day in the heat in this tube slide, just simmering in shit juice. And so we get to the top and my brother's like about to go down. My brother's younger than me.
Yeah.
And I was like, get up. Don't go down that.
Thank God for you.
I was like, something is happening. The energy's off. The vibes are bad. They're talking to us when they usually don't talk to us. It smells like shit up here. We're not going down that slide.
Oh my God.
And they're like, come on, guys, come on. Why not? And I was like, because we don't trust you.
Yeah.
We do not trust you. Come to find out, shit in the middle of the slide.
Oh.
A whole mud cake.
But nobody slid into it, right?
No one slid into it.
Thank
we were smarter
God.
than that. But, like, first, why are you doing that?
That's also too far.
That's
so sorry.
Evil.
Like, put dirt in there, maybe. Shit?
Maybe. Straight shit. My thing,
like, it was a
kid's
kid's shit? Yeah, like, how did they get it in the middle of the slide?
It smelled like grown man porta potty after a NFL football game. It was so scary. It was so bad.
That is terrifying.
You know, in the cartoons when, like, the smell waves are, like, coming off of something?
Yeah.
That's what it was giving.
And it, like, burns your eyebrows off?
Yeah. Yes. Your nose hair is, like, shriveled up.
Yes.
It was bad.
Wow.
Awful. That was the last time we ever talked to them.
Of course.
Every time,
yeah. They're done after
every
that.
other time we were like, don't even look at their direction. They don't deserve
Mr.
it.
Nice Guy is literally out the window after that.
Out the window. Thrown out the window.
That is so crazy.
Like, it was just insane. And, like, even the cops that were in the neighborhood just, like, didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, one of them fully ran over my bicycle. Broke my whole bike. And then gave me $20 to buy a new one. I was like, girl.
I'm sorry, what's $20 going to do?
What is this going to buy a new tire? If that.
If
chain.
that.
And the thing is, I'd won that bike doing AR points at my elementary school.
He's an advanced reader, okay?
I worked hard for that bike, and it was matte black. It was like a little BMX bike with the pegs on the back.
Was it the brand Mongoose? Do you remember?
I think it was, yeah.
My brother used to have one of those.
Bro, it was so nice. You ran it over.
Damn.
I'm like, we can't even call you now. Now we got beef.
That story reminds me of when I was in high school. I went to a high school that was like really big. We were really good at football. It was a big deal. And our rival high school, we had really like 2 rival high schools. But one of them, my mascot was like a Mustang, like the horse, the Mustangs.
Yeah. And
I remember we had a football game at the rival high school. And that rival high school was like rednecks, like country people. Mm-hmm. And to kind of like prank us, they like smeared horse shit all over our bleachers, like the side of the bleachers where we would have sat.
See, yeah, that's not doing anything to help their redneck reputation.
No, and I think like they ended up having to clean it up, so like the gag was on them.
Also, you're just holding horse shit to do a prank.
Literally, like
that's
the fact
just
that
bad on you.
You smelled the horse shit and like the prank was
right. Right, we're not sitting in that.
Yeah.
You had to smear it. That seems worse on you. Yeah. What the hell? They didn't think that through.
It was so funny, like the rivalries and like the beefs between schools too. Like I remember that same school, our football team like went to their football field and dug a hole and planted a tree in the middle of the football field. It's like, for what? Like, why are we beefing so hard? Like, what did we do?
We're 16 years old.
Literally. Like,
I don't know
guys are just
anyone
playing football.
here.
It's going to be okay.
And that's it, right. In my high school, we weren't even good at football. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why are we doing this? We know we're going to lose. Why are we acting extra?
Totally. No, we took it so serious. Like, I remember even there was another school that literally wasn't good. They weren't a threat to us at all. And I went and painted their rock because like that was a big thing too, was to paint their rock. And I painted it and like put my high school on it. Like, who cares?
Shut up. Right.
Girl, I hopped fences. Like I was like doing the Lord's work for who and for
honestly, that I miss high school and like that era so badly because in the moment you were that bitch.
Yes. Like
you were doing something.
It was everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, like now, it like nothing has meaning.
That's so true, honestly.
Like we're just over. We're just like going to work.
Nothing matters now.
Nothing matters.
Also, senior year of high school, like one day a week, me and my friends would go to McDonald's before school, and like that was the coolest thing in the whole world. And it's like, we don't do fun stuff like that anymore. Right. Like, why the hell would I wake up at 6 a.m. to go to McDonald's with my friends?
Right.
Like,
and girl, don't walk into that school with a McCafe.
I'm about to.
You're about to be flocked. The girls are gagged and gooped. Like, hold on. Did you just go to McDonald's?
Wait, she went to McDonald's before school?
Right. It's like, yes, girl, I have money and I have time. And what?
And I have power over you.
And I have caffeine.
Wait, did you go to a school where you could go off campus for lunch?
No, I wish. You had to like sneak out. Girl, they used to lock the parking lot. There was only one exit. Dramatic. And there was a supervisor that would stand at the exit during lunch period to make sure people weren't leaving.
That is so crazy. Funny. That's
and it's
crazy.
Like, why? So we can't get Sonic? Like, we're not stealing it.
Is it really that deep?
Right. But my thing is, I used to love school lunch though. I wasn't going anywhere. Yes, ma'am. I would go to a high school right now and eat their school lunch every single day if I could. What
did you guys have that was so good?
Girl, fucking Sodexo, the same thing every other school has. Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. It's so good. To this day, I'm miss the mac and cheese and ham meal that they used to give. Girl, that was fucking Michelin star for me. I would cut the ham up into little bite-sized pieces, mix it in the mac and cheese. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Nothing. I'd be in the next period food coma.
Good night. So funny. So my middle school was like that. My middle school lunch, I do still think about it and like have thought about like, is there a way I can go visit the cafeteria? Like I remember our we had like chicken sandwiches or like chicken patty sandwiches, whatever they were called. Mm-hmm. Those were fire. I would get 2. Oh my God. We had these Red Baron pizzas. Amazing. Even just the tray pizza was good. But my high school, I don't know what was wrong. The lunch line was so bootleg. First off, you would be in line the entire lunch period. Like, the line did not move. If you were getting school lunch, like, you weren't sitting down and eating it because the line was that long and it took that
You're
that
like eating
much
it
time.
in line?
Yeah. And the only thing they had available at my high school every day, French fries and pizza. And it was like delivery pizza or something. I don't know. I don't understand. It came in boxes. And so I always brought my lunch in high school. And then junior and senior year, I could go off campus, which was amazing. But
that is nice. No, I wish we could have. I never really ate the pizza in high school because I was too busy getting the gourmet meals. Yeah. I said I'm getting a carb, a protein, and a veggie, and I'm going to sit down. And I might come back here and get some sun chips later.
Yeah, I might.
But the sun chips you had to pay for. Girl, my middle school, I don't know who the fuck was in the kitchen. They were sending out chicken wings. They were spicy as fuck too. I remember that so vividly. Yes.
That is wild.
It was insane. They had buffalo chicken sandwiches. I'm like, where? This is public school. Who's back there making this?
I need to take my ass to Beaufort.
You do.
Apparently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy. Did you guys have the cookies that were like raw?
I don't know if they're raw. What?
Okay, I thought this was like a shared experience, and this was a unique experience. Apparently, in middle school, it would come in a 3-pack of cookies. It was $1, and they were like cookies that the lunch ladies made, and they were so fucking raw. Like, they were literally cookie dough, basically. Like, I swear
that might have just been your lunch lady's problem.
They cooked those shits for 5 minutes, and we're like, all right, but they were so good,
gooey and warm.
Yes, but like literally just dough.
Like you're just eating it with a spoon.
Yeah.
Just soup, cookie soup.
Like yeah, they're not stable. Like they're falling apart.
Did they come in a little white package?
They were like in like a clear little plastic thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were fire.
I miss it. I miss the ease of school lunch.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Especially elementary school. Oh, okay, just walk up. They literally put it on your plate for you. And you go
just tell them your name and you go about your business.
Right.
So true. Wait, have you seen this? TikToks. It was like a couple weeks ago, went around. And it was like a picture of like a little girl. And it's like, my ideal weight, 60 pounds.
No.
They're so funny. They're like, not a care in the world, no job, unlimited money. Dad did everything for me. Ideal weight, 60 pounds.
Honestly, we didn't know what we had.
We really did not know what we had. Yeah, like parents carry me to bed.
Right. Like, bring it back.
That is so true. You really don't appreciate the luxuries that you have when you're a kid.
No. And we'll never, ever in our lives
like no
have
stress.
That same luxury. Until we get to like 93 years old and we're in a nursing home.
But then we have the stress of like our bodies are falling apart.
Yeah, true.
Wait, I don't know if I would be like so much fun in a nursing home. Can you imagine?
We would be running the bingo table for sure.
Yeah.
Go
People
fish.
be scared of us.
Yeah, I think so. No, let me tell you. You know where we need to retire?
Florida.
Fucking yes, but also Margaritaville. That reminds me. Yes. I gotta text my aunt. Margaritaville. There's a Margaritaville retirement home community. Not a home, it's a community.
Say less.
By my hometown in Beaufort. Girl, they have their own homes. They live in their own house, little townhouse. They have a movie theater. They have a gym. They have their own grocery store. They all drive golf carts around. Last time I visited they have their Margaritaville restaurant there. Last time I visited my aunt, she said the next weekend they were all going trick-or-treating. I was like, girl, what the fuck? It's December.
What the hell?
And she said, no, we go trick-or-treating for Jell-O shots. They go house to house with getting Jell-O shots from people.
Yeah,
I said, literally sign me up. Right.
Down for one of those homes in about 60 years.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're living life. They have a resort-style pool. I'm like, you don't ever have to leave.
Can we move in there now?
That's what I'm saying. You never have to leave.
Wait, have you ever seen the show Broad City?
Yes, I love Broad City.
I was about to say that episode where they go to Florida and like their retirement home and they apply to live at their retirement home. Oh, I love that show. That show is low-key us.
It really is.
Why is it us?
If we lived in the same city, we definitely would be them.
Oh my god, that's the thing. It would be so scary if we lived in the same city.
Yeah, that's why they keep us apart in different padded cells.
All right, you want to hear the Kim Kardashian story or what?
Yes. Tell us about Kim.
Okay, this is the story of how Kim Kardashian stole my man. Much requested. My friends love this story, and honestly, it's a good one, so buckle up.
All right, I'm seated, ready to be gagged and gooped.
Sat. Okay.
Gabby, your AirPods fall out more than anyone I know. Ow.
Okay, I think it's because I have little ears. Like, they don't fully fit in my ear right. Okay. Anyways, back to the story.
Yeah.
All right, let me set the scene. So, the year is 2024. The month is March. Little Gabby is on Hinge.
Almost a 1 year anniversary.
Almost the 1 year anniversary. And anyways, I'm on Hinge, chatting with people, having a good time. I've been on at this point for maybe like a week or so.
Okay.
Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. And this guy sends me a rose. Red flag number 1. They send you a rose, run. I didn't know that. I did not know that. And I remember he said something along the lines of like, that smile is a stunner. Or like something about my smile.
Okay, period.
Okay, period, whatever. And I remember I looked at his profile and I was like, this guy looks mad familiar. Like, I feel like I know him somehow. And he had his job title on his link or on his Hinge. So obviously my ass is looking him up on LinkedIn. Like, I'm an FBI agent. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I find him on LinkedIn. I realize that I know him because he used to work at a company that like was right above the salad shop that I used to work at. And he used to come in all the time.
Okay.
Yes. And so I was like, oh my God, I definitely recognize this guy. Like, I remember he would come in every day. Like, I would chat with him sometimes. But now, this was like 6 or 7 years ago at this point.
Okay.
So it's been a little minute.
Yeah. Enough time for something to rekindle.
Yeah. So we're chatting and I like tell him like, oh, you look so familiar. And then we figure it out. And then he's also like, oh, and I know he saw in one of my pictures, there was like a group picture of me and some girls. He knew one of the girls. And basically like my friend, shout out Emilia, my friend is like a mutual of one of his friends. So like they're like 2 people removed, but they know him. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is like green flag. One of my friends knows him. He's not a serial killer. I've met him before, kind of. Let's go for it.
Yeah. And that's where everything went wrong.
Okay, so we have our first date. Vibes are so great. Like, everything is going so good. We're chatting. Like, we're sitting at the restaurant for probably like 3 hours. We're talking so much that we like kind of forget to order food. And then we end up going to a second place after and get like some more food and some more drinks because we were just like at the first place for too long. Anyways, on the first date, he tries to like casually drop how much money he makes to me.
Wah, wah, boo,
wah, wah,
boo,
boom.
boo.
Tomato, throw in tomato. But the funny thing is, the gag of it is like, I am in tech sales. I do pretty well when I'm working. I do pretty well. And so at that time, like the amount he told me, I knew I made more than that, but I only made like a small bit more. Oh, also I should give the context. This man was 7 years older than me.
Okay.
So then I like make a joke of like, you know, you can't have this like little 27-year-old girl you're dating making more money than you. And he was like, ha ha ha, like you're right. Like I need to like ask for a raise, ha ha ha. Anyways, again, I only made like a tiny bit more than him. It wasn't major, it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
But still, like, why are you flexing how much money you make?
Right.
red flag.
I agree. Yes.
But anyways, we continue talking. Like, he is like, we're texting every day. Like, vibes are up. We start hanging out like almost every day. He takes me on these like great dates. Like, we're having a good time. He also has season tickets to our hockey team. So we're like going to hockey games.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like good vibes. I meet every single one of this man's friends, by the way.
Okay.
And I love his friends. Like, his friends are so cool. Like, that's honestly was a major pro for him, was I loved his friends. All of their wives and girlfriends were so fun. Like, big fan. Also on the first date, I had mentioned something. He said something about how he like is really into hockey and really into sports. And I was like, okay, I'm obviously not into sports, but like I love reality TV. So it's like,
right.
we each have our things. And he's like, oh yeah, haha, it's like just the same. Like, you don't want to watch sports. I don't want to really watch reality TV. So like we have our own things. And I was like, yes. Remember that. Clock that T.
Okay.
Anyways, after like 2 weeks of going on dates and texting, he asks me to be his girlfriend. And I'm like, sure, like, let's go. Like, I'm having a great time. Vibes are up.
So there's no reason for you to say no at this point.
Yeah, everything's going well. He's taking me on great dates, like vibes.
Yeah.
And then like we had probably been dating for like 2 months at this point. Him and I go on a date, and then after the date, wait. Sorry, let me go back. On our third date, we go to a hockey game. And at the hockey game, he's like giving me the spiel about how he really wants to be the breadwinner in his family, how he really wants to have like a wife who, like, once they have kids, like her main job is taking care of the kids. Like, she's maybe not working or takes time off of work to take care of the kids. Like, he wants to pay all of the bills. He wants to be the provider. He's very traditional, blah, 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 blah. And to me, I'm like, okay, this works for me, you know, like I'm all for it. Like,
right.
Every other guy I've dated,
pay my bills.
Literally, every other guy I've dated has been like deadbeat vibes. So I'm like, cool. Yeah. Like, I am all about this. Like, I would love.
Right.
I'm obviously still gonna work, but if you want to pay the bills, like,
figure it out. Yeah.
Literally, be my guest. And he was like, yeah, great, like, cool. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that. That's fine, whatever. Anyways. So then we're dating for like 2 months. We go on a date, and then like after the date, we are getting drinks at this place, and we run into one of my friends who she's also a fan of the pod.
Hey
girl, shout out Mego. And she's like so excited to see me because she's like one of those friends that, like, we were friends from high school. I don't see her that often, but anytime I do, it's like the best time ever.
Yeah.
And so she's like so excited, and she's like meeting this guy for the first time, and she's like so hype. She's also the ultimate hype woman. So she's like, oh my God, like, I'm so excited to meet you. Like, Gabby's the best. Like I always think whoever's dating Gabby is so lucky. Like, she's so beautiful. She's so funny. Like, hyping me
you're like,
up.
yeah, lay it on.
Come on. And he's like, like, whatever, normal. And then after we like leave her and go to the bar to get drinks, he's like kind of in a weird vibe. And I feel like a normal guy would have been like kind of hype about that, of like, oh my God.
Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm dating a bad bitch because you are a bad bitch. But he was like kind of weird. And again, that's another red flag I'm going to clock, because if somebody lifting me up makes you feel insecure, then
check yourself.
Like, if I'm getting lifted up, you're also getting lifted up, so you're welcome.
Right, yeah. You're with me. And she just said how lucky you were.
Exactly. So, yeah. Oh, and then we're at the bar, and he's like, you're buying this, right? Wait. I literally was like, wait, remember when we were at that hockey game and you were saying how you want to pay for everything?
Right.
And he was like, oh, you're really going to like bring that up? Like, are you going to hold me to that standard? You're the one that said it. Like, what do you mean? I didn't force this on you. Like, you're the one that said it. And it was like $20 worth of drinks. So I was like, I mean, yeah, I could buy the drinks, but I just think it's like weird. You're asking me to pay for the drinks. Like, you
after
know,
that whole monologue that you had at the hockey
exactly game. And like, he's always paid for everything. And then he's like, well, you know, like, at the end of the day, after I pay all my bills and pay for my car and my house, like, I really don't have a lot of money left over. I'm sorry, how is that my problem?
Right.
Like,
and why are we talking about this now?
Right. And I'm like, also, I'm so sorry. Who told you to buy a house and drive a nice car if you can't afford it?
Right. No one's forcing you to live above your means.
You're 34 years old, baby. Like, why am I like, you know what I'm saying? I have not affected any of your financial decisions the last 34 years. That's all you. And you've set this standard of like, I'm paying for everything. I'm in my bag, blah, blah, blah. And now you're coming at me with like, I don't have any money.
Right. If you're going to be in your bag and stay about your bag, don't be mad when the bag runs out.
Exactly. And
don't be mad at us.
Exactly. And again, my tea is, I know how much this guy makes, and I was making more than him. And I'm like, or I was making like a very similar amount to him.
Yeah.
But here's the gag. I don't own a house and I don't drive an Audi.
Right.
So.
Because you understand.
Because I understand how things work. I don't have a purebred fucking $3,000 dog I can't afford. I'm not taking my dog to fucking like daycare 3 times a week. You know what I mean? Like, don't live above your means.
Right.
I'm not spending $200 on drinks at the Hurricanes game.
Right.
I'm not spending my money on weed and cocaine.
Oh my God.
Right?
Let him know. Let him know.
Let him know. Also, that's another thing I'll bring up. When we first started dating, he asked me one time if I cared if people smoked weed. And I was like, no, I don't really care. Whatever. It's not my thing. But like, you do you. And he was like, yeah,
exactly.
I maybe smoke like once every couple of months just with the boys. Like, you know, just very with the boys. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Come to find out later, he smokes every single day of his life.
Period.
And that's the thing is like, I don't care either way, but don't lie to me.
Why are you lying about it? And why are you asking me on the first date about this if you're going to sit there and lie when I tell you how I feel?
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we're going to figure it out eventually.
And either way, I said I didn't care. You know, like I dated a guy one time that smoked every day. I didn't care. Again, it's not my thing, but like, you do you.
Right.
Why are you lying?
Why are we lying about it? Especially, that's what kind of grinds my gears about all this. It's like, all of these things he's telling you at the very beginning, almost as if you're not going to get far with him, to see that it's all a facade.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, obviously this is going to come out. So.
Right. Like, what was the end plan here?
I mean, I met his family. Like, when I tell you, like, when we first started dating, he was so locked in, like, so obsessed with me. Literally, like, worshipped the ground I walked on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why are you lying? If you really genuinely want to build a future with me and, like...
Right. Why are we lying about this now? Because we're going to figure it out. It's going to come out. Especially something like that. If you're smoking weed every day, bro, we're going to know.
I'm going to know. No, I literally would sleep over at his house and then I would, like, smell him smoking weed from the other room. And he would, like, try to hide it. It's like, again, I do not fucking care.
Right. It's like, girl.
But why are you lying? Like, I'd rather you just say, like, I'm going to smoke. Okay, cool.
See you in a minute.
See you in 5. And then he'd be like,
not the smoke fumes coming in through the other door.
I'll literally smell like weed. And I'm like, I know what you're doing.
We're not stupid.
Yeah. Anyways, also, yeah, and then I literally at the very end of the relationship, I learned that he also did cocaine when he would go to the hockey games. And I'm so sorry if this offends anybody. If this offends anybody, you need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah, exactly. Say
Why it. The fuck are you doing cocaine to go to a hockey game? If you have to do cocaine to go to a hockey game, you are a loser.
Stay home. Yeah, stay home.
What do you mean we're doing cocaine at a hockey game? Like, it's really not that serious. On a school night.
Never. It literally is never. My thing, why are you doing, girl, I've never done cocaine.
Me either.
If I ever do cocaine, I'm going to be in a nightclub in Miami.
Exactly.
Flying off the ceiling, swinging off the chandelier, doing backflips like I'm fucking Simone Biles.
Exactly. Like,
I'm not going to what are they called?
Hurricanes game.
The Hurricanes game, sitting in a seat watching hockey. That's just not in the cards for me.
Exactly. Thank you. Like, again, it's not like we live in a major city like New York City and we're going to the fucking club and it's so normal people do cocaine.
Right.
Like,
it's
nobody
7:30 at night.
It's a Wednesday night. We are under fluorescent lighting right now. Why are you doing
Ew. Right.
Like, yeah, me and the boys like do cocaine in the bathroom at the Kansas game.
What the fuck?
Again, I did not learn this till like the end of the relationship, and I'm like, okay, so cool. I was fucking riding in the car with you when you were high on cocaine. Why are we doing cocaine? You don't need cocaine to go to the hockey game. Like,
no,
it's not that hype of a place.
Maybe it was for him. He's like, yeah. That is insane.
Oh my god. Okay, well, let me keep getting into it. Okay, so another thing. Again, this is like tail end of the relationship. We dated for 3 months, if that. Mm-hmm. We went.
What a whirlwind!
Beach. I know, truly. And the whole like the first 85% of the time was completely normal, and then the last 15 was like insane. But we went to the beach with his friends. Again, love his friends. Shout out his friends. Like, they're great. Went to the beach, and such a good time. And like 2 of his friends have boats. Like, again, these are people in their mid-30s, so they kind of like have it together. I'm here for it. One of his friends drives a Porsche. Also, I know his friend from yoga. He goes to my yoga studio.
Okay.
But he drives a Porsche. Thing about me, I love Porsches. Like, the next car I'm going to buy will be a Porsche. They're just it's my favorite car. I want to own one day. So his friend has like the exact model that I want. And so I was like, oh my God, like, I love your car. And then we like got in the car, and I was like, oh my God, the interior is so cool. Like, the leather was like a really cool color. And I was like asking him questions about the car. The guy I'm dating perks up. Babe, what about my car?
Ew. What about your car?
What about it?
What about your car?
I literally.
Wait, also, him being 30, mid-30s and doing cocaine at a Canes game. The age 30.
Thank
that's
you.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, if you're 18, I'm letting it slide. You're 34.
Maybe.
You're 34 and you're doing cocaine, period. Weird. You're 34 and you're doing cocaine at the fucking Hurricanes game. There are children here. Like, this is a family affair. What do you mean?
Right. Girl. Okay.
Anyways.
But yeah, what about your car?
Literally. And this is the thing about me too. I cannot be anybody but me. I can't be fake. Like, I will just say it how it is. So I literally said to the man, what about your car?
Yeah.
And he was like, don't you think my car's nice? And I was like, yeah, I think you have a nice car. But
right.
Like,
no one said it's not.
Literally. I was like, yeah, your car's great, but I want a Porsche, so I'm like complimenting his Porsche.
Right.
And he was like, well, whatever that means. It means what I said. It means what I said. I want a Porsche, so I'm saying your friend has a cool Porsche. Also, like, think about me, I'm a complimentative person.
Yeah.
Like, just because I compliment you does not mean I want to have sex with you. You know what I mean?
Right. And you're with his friends. Of course, you're going to be like, even if you hate the car, you're going to say, oh, this is such a cool car. I love this car.
Yeah, like I'm winning over the friends.
Exactly.
Why are you
what a
jealous?
Freak. Yeah.
He also on that trip like tried to talk shit about that friend to me. Like, he was like, yeah, he's fat. and I was like, I don't think he's fat. Like, he's fine. Like, what do you mean? He's like, of course you're defending him. I'm like,
wait.
this is your friend.
Hold on. Right. Hold on. Defending him. You just called him fat for no reason. What the hell?
It was so weird. He's like, yeah, he's fat. I was like, I don't think he's fat.
What? Oh. Right.
God.
It's like, girl, calm down.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get in his pants.
Literally. And if I wanted to, I would.
Right. Fat or not.
Literally, I could be hitting this if I wanted to. I don't want to. And that's okay. Like.
And that is okay.
But anyways, this is the demise of our relationship. These little things started to pop up.
Yeah.
The thing with his friend's car. I learned about the coke at the hockey games. So I was already kind of on edge. And then we get home from that trip, and we like, it's like now the weekend or something. We like go on a date. We go to brunch with one of my friends. Then like the next day we go on a date, and then that's a Monday. And then Tuesday he gets sick. And he is like sick for a full week. And all throughout the week we're like texting, like, miss you, hope you're doing well, like, let me know if you need anything. He's like, I'm fine. Yeah. Like, I'm just like so mad. I'm feeling like sick, whatever. And while he's sick, he texts me and he's like, I need to find a new show to watch because I'm so bored because I'm sick. I think I'm going to watch The Sopranos.
Okay.
And I'm like, haha, making a joke, by the way. I'm a town jester. I joke.
At
I'm
our
like,
heart,
haha,
yeah.
I don't really like The Sopranos. Don't watch it. And he's like, what? Why? Like, it's one of the best shows ever. And I was like, oh, it's just like, I don't really like how everybody loves Tony Soprano and he just cheats on his wife in every single episode, basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I mean, you watch Housewives and Kim Kardashian. What do you think that's about? And I was like, I mean, housewives are not cheating on their husband. I was like, Kim doesn't cheat on people. Like,
no.
Housewives are not, they're getting cheated on, but they're not really cheating on their husbands. And he's like, no, that's what the shows are about. And I was like, I genuinely am like racking my brain. I can't think of like one housewife that's cheated on their husband, but okay. And he's like, you watch like this like reality scum. I can't believe you're talking about
scum.
Like, scum. And he's like he's riling up so much about The Sopranos. And I'm like, dude.
Girl, like, calm down.
Yeah.
But he's a drama king.
Yes. Fuck? And I'm making
he wants to be on reality TV. That's his problem.
Period. And I'm like, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care. I was just making a joke, like, whatever.
Right. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about it.
With a grown man. And then he was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sorry. I'm just so grumpy for being sick. Like, my bad. Like, don't be mad at me, babe. Like, still really like you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, he's probably just grumpy from being sick. Anyways, a full week goes on when this man's sick, which, like, who gets sick for a full week? Like when you think about the end of the story, you kind of think, was this man actually sick for the full week? I don't know.
Oh.
But anyways, he's sick for the full week, and then the following Tuesday, I finally see him. It's been a full week, and you know, normal boyfriend behavior, and especially like this guy who was obsessed with me, would be like so excited to see me, like great vibes, whatever.
Yeah.
He literally gets to my house, has the weirdest vibe. And I'm kind of chalking it up to like, okay, I haven't seen him in over a week. Like, I guess we just got to like warm back up. Like maybe that's why vibes are off. We walk to this like sushi place near my house. And he's like, I'm not that hungry. I'm probably only getting an appetizer. And I'm like, no problem, whatever. Proceed to like eat a meal. While I'm eating the meal, this guy also like looks really young. So he's 7 years older than me, but he looks my age. Like if you met him, you would think he's my age or younger.
Yeah.
And I said something about like, I always forget you're older. Like you look so much younger than you are. Like you look like you're my age. I always forget you're older.
Yeah. Good compliment, by the way.
Thank you. Complimenting the guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, well, I can tell you're younger.
Derogatory?
Literally. And I said, why? Because I like Kim Kardashian. And he goes, yeah, that whole thing.
That whole thing. What the fuck is his beef with the Kardashians?
And like, why is this affecting your life?
Right. Like, that's more embarrassing than anything.
Thank you.
That the Kardashians are that under your skin.
Literally, like, what the fuck has Kim Kardashian ever done to you? Also, I'm so sorry. Why do you hate a beautiful woman in her bag? Red flag.
Let's talk about that.
Why would you hate a beautiful woman, period, in her bag, period? This man proceeds to have a full-on fight with me. And again, I'm not a fighter. I'm not about to argue with a full-grown man. Like, it's not my vibe.
Here's the thing, Gabby. We're fighters, but not in a fighting sense. We're not going back and forth.
I'm not going back and forth.
You can say what you need to say. We're not going back and forth. I'm not fighting. I'm not arguing.
I'm not arguing.
Especially over something like that.
Especially in a public fucking place. We're sitting outside at a restaurant.
Did you check his nose before you came here?
honestly,
like maybe that's what it was.
Fucking pure cocaine. Because what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Anyways, this man is like going in on like how much he hates Kim Kardashian, and it's like she's only famous from a sex tape, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's literally not true. Like. She's a billionaire. Like, there's plenty of people that have sex tapes out there that are not billionaires. You obviously have to work your ass off to be a billionaire. And he's like, no, like, this is just, like, such scum. And then he gets to a point where he goes, I just wouldn't want my daughter to think that Kim Kardashian is her role model. And I'm looking everywhere because I'm like, when did I have a daughter with this man?
Right. When were we planning on it?
When were we? We have been dating 3 months. Also, when in the story did I say, hey, I think I'm going to have Kim Kardashian raise my kids?
Hey, right. I think the second that a kid pops out of my vagine, I'm going to put him in front of the TV and I'm going to put Keeping Up on. You know what I
think
mean?
I might, though.
I mean, I would, but like I never said that.
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
And it's like, shut up. There are so many other things that can be affecting your child. I think Kim Kardashian is going to be okay.
It's going to be fine.
It'll
and then he's like
okay.
going in about the housewives. And so basically, I finally get him to a point. I'm trying to.
He's just a woman hater.
Thank you.
It sounds like he needs a boyfriend, not a girlfriend.
Thank you. That's literally exactly the conclusion I came to because, like, I finally got him to a point where I realized he doesn't not like Kim because of who she is. He doesn't like that she's famous and she gets attention. I said, well, like, I want to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, like, I think it'd be so fun to be famous or, like, be on the Housewives or whatever. Like, that would be awesome. And he's like, oh, like, why?
You changed his whole life.
Literally, he thought that was the worst thing in the world.
He, like, has a stroke right after he
he has a stroke. So then we like walked back to my house and I'm on edge. I don't fight. I don't argue. Like, this is so weird. We've probably like gone back and forth arguing for at least 45 minutes at this point, and
holy shit.
I'm so uncomfortable. Like, I've never been more uncomfortable in my life.
Yeah.
And so I just like want this night to end, whatever. Then he has the audacity to get to my doorstep and goes, so can I still come in? What do you mean? Like, why would you want to come in? You just fought with me for fucking an hour.
Right.
And I said, are you going to behave?
Right.
And he like is like, oh. And then he walks to his car. And I'm like, cool.
Bye, girl.
Literally, bye, girl. I'm done with this guy. Deadbolt the door. Going upstairs, putting my pajamas on. See you never. It's been fun 3 months.
15 minutes later.
Oh, no.
He knocks on the door.
Brother, get in your car and go home.
Leave. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, I thought I was.
Girl, I would have been slumped. I would have been sleeping.
I honestly shouldn't have answered. And then he was like, well, can I still come in? And I was like, I thought you left. And he was like, I would never leave. And he was like, I just had to smoke a cigarette because I was so stressed from our conversation.
He had to smoke a cigarette. Right, exactly.
He then comes to my house. He comes to my house. We watch a movie together. We do not say one word.
What movie was it?
I actually don't remember.
Damn.
Because I was like probably on my phone.
Damn, I forgot.
Like, this sucks. Don't say a word.
He sleeps over. He leaves in the morning. The whole reason he was sleeping over was because he had a flight early in the morning and I live at the airport.
Yeah.
He leaves in the morning, doesn't say a word. Texts. Also, mind you, this guy would text me every single day like, good morning, beautiful. How'd you sleep? Doesn't text me till 3 p.m. that day.
Oh, so you know it's over.
All he says is, hey, babe, how's it going?
Damn. Not well, bitch.
Not well, bitch. Like, what do you mean? How's it going?
Right.
I just don't answer because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And thankfully, he's like out of town the rest of the week, so I don't have to see him or talk to him or whatever. I run into one of his friends. It's now Friday. I haven't said a word. I run into that friend, the one that has a Porsche, at the yoga studio, and he's like, oh, what are you and that guy doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, I'm done with him. And the guy was not shocked at all. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, period, because I'm way out of his league, and he's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if word got back to him or what. But then finally, Friday night, I text him, and I was like, just want to be on the same page. Like, we're done.
Yeah.
And he was like, I wonder if I still have the text. He was like,
please pull it up.
He was like, well, just so like you know, I was actually going to end it with you.
Oh my gosh. He hates a woman in power, bro. He needs help.
He hates a woman in power. And oh my God, wait.
He should go run for president.
Literally.
Read it.
Then he was like, oh, it's like, it's too much to read. It's like paragraphs. But he basically was like, oh, well,
he said like, oh, I was going to end it with you anyways, but that's pretty dramatic that you would end it after that.
But you were going to do the same thing.
you said
Drama
you were gonna
queen, drama
then,
king.
Then he tried to say like, oh, well, I just haven't really been feeling the spark this last week. I haven't seen you at all this last week. How would you feel the spark?
Girl,
the fuck
sounds
do
like
you
deja vu.
mean?
Sounds like deja vu.
Literally, I'm like, what are you even talking about?
Right.
Then he was like texting me these long paragraphs, and I was like, just put my stuff on your porch. I'll come pick it up. And then I blocked him on every single outlet that you could possibly block.
Good. Have you seen him since, just like out and about?
No.
Good.
Don't plan on it. I mean, we don't really run in the same circles. He's literally 34, so why would I see him?
Yeah, true.
Unless I'm going to the retirement community.
Or unless you go to the Canes game, to the bathroom stall.
I went to a couple Canes games, and I was like a little bit nervous about seeing him, but I haven't seen him, thankfully. But yeah, I'm also not doing coke in the bathroom, so that's probably
right. Exactly. That is fucking insane. I think that he needs to work out his issues with strong women. He has some trauma there.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet his mom?
Yes.
How was she?
She's like very normal, but he like loves his mom, and I do feel like there's like a degree of red flag when you're like a little too obsessed with your mom. Like he's like in love with his mom.
Was she a boy mom?
I feel.
Does she only have boys?
No, she has a girl, and like the girl's really cool. Like his sister's so nice. Again, all his friends are so nice. His family's seemingly normal.
Or they just hide it really well until 3 months in.
True.
And they all get crazy.
But also, I'm like, you just don't want to be in a relationship if like you're gonna end a relationship.
Right.
If you're
it almost feels like
ending a relationship over a fight about Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. It almost feels like he was just ready for something to fight about to end it.
I said that in part of the text. I was like, it seems like you were just like latching on to anything I would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like no normal person
is gonna get that heated over
also,
Kim Kardashian.
Like, yeah. He's just like one of those people that I feel like hates femininity and is like low key probably homophobic. And I'm like, if you're homophobic, then you don't hate gay people. You just like hate men acting feminine because you hate women.
And then there's a deeper root to that.
And the reason you hate them is because you are one.
Because you want to be one.
No, literally. I remember when I told the story, a lot of people were like, "Oh, he wants a boyfriend. He should be on Grindr." And I'm like,
right.
And that's fine, but like, don't involve me.
Yeah, why am I in it? Mm-hmm. And you'll still have to get into Housewives. Like, I'm not gonna change.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird. Yeah, that was another point of the fight. Was like
he kept going in about Housewives and Kim Kardashian, and I was like, hey, like, you love sports. I don't care about sports, but I'm not going to tell you about sports. So don't tell me about. And he was like, I can't believe you would even compare those two things. Like, they're so different. Like, how dare you compare Kim Kardashian to an athlete? Like, an athlete actually works hard, blah, 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 blah.
What is his issue?
Why do you have your panties in a knot about Kim Kardashian? Like, what's the deeper meaning? Because, like, you should not be so upset about a celebrity who will never know your name.
Right. Let it go.
Let it go.
Also, like, I love Kim. Don't get me wrong. I don't have posters of Kim in my home. Like, it's not like
right.
She's not the rock on which my foundation stands. So I don't get why this is, like, such a point of contention.
Wow. I kind of want to pick his brain about it. See, this is when we need to be therapists. Should we have him on the pod? Yeah. We just have him, just put an anonymous, like, face on front of him.
Right.
So we don't see his face, but I do want to know what he is.
Yeah, and like make his voice weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That was crazy.
That is a crazy story. I'm glad we finally got the Kim Kardashian story.
The Kim Kardashian story. Yeah, and I added a couple more details for the folks that had already seen the TikTok because
period.
Gotta spice it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we needed it. We needed that.
We needed the cocaine and the hurricane.
Yeah, the cane story is crazy.
Yeah. Just casually told me that, like, the last week we did it. I was like, I've been to, like, 10 Canes games with you. And you drove
like, girl.
Me. So
right.
I feel so good right now, thanks.
Oh, my God. What's been pissing you off recently besides this?
Wait, I think you need to tell me what's been pissing you off. 'Cause I've been.
Oh, I will. Don't
So.
piss me off, Gabby. I think it's about time we all learn to commit to the bit.
Yes.
And I understand why some people don't. It's scary. Committing to the bit is scary. It's vulnerable, and it takes a lot of confidence and bravery. Mm-hmm. We could have so much fun if we all just commit to the bit. Bring back joy and whimsy. Let's just all have fun. Let's have a little kiki and all commit to the bit. What's happening?
Never said truer words. Like
this is a sermon. Yeah. Like we're in church right now.
We are literally in church, and I'm in the choir.
2025. Stop letting the kiki get freaky. Okay? Let's all just commit to the bit. Don't be weird about it. It doesn't have to be weird. We're all just having fun. We're on this earth one time. Just commit to the bit.
So true. And like, why are you so scared of having fun?
Right. Another thing, like, let's get to the deeper meaning of that. What's the root of trauma there?
Like who?
What's blocking your joy and whimsy?
Who told you weren't good at the bit and you haven't
tried
it since?
Because then let's kill them.
Yeah.
Because we don't need that type of energy.
That's actually why you need to come visit Raleigh, because I will say, like, my friends are so good at committing to the bit. Like, we will do a full bit. Drew is the king of any bit ever. Like, he will fully commit. He commits too hard to the bit.
He's like King Town Jester.
He is King Town Jester, and like we can. his current bit right now is being a baker, and he is so serious about it. Like, he is fully making a sourdough every single day. He's making bagels. Like, he commits to the bit.
Amazing. Even better, a bit that has productive results. Hello.
Hello. I'm
like, what do you mean I can eat? Like, I can eat the bagel afterward. Like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
keep committing to that.
Yeah. No, but
like,
my friends love a bit, so you would fit really right in.
Yeah, I would love that. Or even just like, let's just all go out on the town and just lie.
like why don't we say we're brother and sister? Why?
We can be long lost cousins that just met tonight.
Literally,
we can. No one knows, and if they care, who cares? No one's gonna call you out on it, and if they do, they're a woman hater. Believe women. 2025.
Literally 2 years ago, me and my friend group went on a cruise, and we told everybody we were cousins. We were like, it's cruising cousins, and like every single person we met, we told them we were all like a huge group of cousins.
That's so funny.
Why not?
Why not? We need it. Don't piss me off. Start committing to the bit. Don't be scared.
All right, my don't piss me off this week. I gave you a sesame seed of it last week.
It is predominantly about my bagel shop.
But I'm just going to blanket statement. My don't piss me off is online ordering. Why the fuck am I online ordering and the food is not ready when I get there? Tell me, what would be the point of me online ordering? And I'll tell you specifically about the bagel shop in Raleigh. In Raleigh, there's one bagel place. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I go there weekly. However,
is that the one that we went to?
We went there.
Okay.
It's the only bagel spot we've got.
Yeah, and it was packed when we went.
It's packed. They are opening new locations. I'm excited about that. But you order online, and this is how it works. You order online. You have to go to the front and say, hey, I have an online order. Then they start making your food. So, hey, what's the point of online ordering if you don't fucking make the food until I get there? Like, I don't.
Do you still have to wait in line?
You don't have to wait in line, but like you basically are waiting in line. Like, there has been many times where I've ordered food and I've had to go to the front and say, hey, I ordered a bagel and a coffee. And then the bagel will come out. The bagel will be out in 15. The coffee will not be out for another 30. So from
30 minutes?
From the time you hit submit, it's 45 minutes.
What the hell?
To get a fucking
okay, that's crazy for a bagel. Like, girl, what are we doing back there?
And also, while I'm on this, they frequently run out of bagels. And I'm like, hey guys, you're the only bagel.
Let's make more.
You run out of bagels every fucking week. Maybe make more.
Yeah. That seems like an easy fix.
I went one time at 10:45 and they were sold out.
How are you sold out at 10:45? It's
how do they open?
Like probably 8, but still.
Yeah, still.
10:45 is still, like, they're open till 2.
So I'm like, 10:45.
Wait, what the
very
fuck?
much early. Why are you out
Yeah.
for fucking bagels? Make more bagels. It can't be that hard. It's
They need to hire Drew.
You have one job.
Yeah.
But the online ordering really is boots because it's like,
It
what was
is.
the point of me doing this online order?
Because what are we doing? Because now I'm just using up my fucking Wi-Fi minutes to submit this order that's not even going to be ready until I get there.
And you have to go and
30
tell
minutes
them
after
to
I get
make
there?
it. You have to go and tell them to their face to make it. And then they put it in the back of the line of all the other tickets they have.
Of course, yeah. Yeah,
Then
what's the point?
30 minutes goes by before you get your latte. And I'm like, why did I do that?
right. What the fuck? Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me
On the same kind of like line, online ordering, the Uber Eats drivers are crazy. I've never met a more unhinged group of people in my life.
Yes. Tell me more.
They, honestly, I respect their hustle. They're always zooming somewhere. They're in a hurry. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe let's slow down and make sure that bag in the back isn't rumbling around. Like,
Yes.
it's doing loop-de-loops in your back seat. The Chipotle bowl is upside down.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that it gets to me safely.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, the 2 minutes that you're saving by going 90 miles per hour down my back road doesn't really matter to
Not
me.
worth it.
Also, there's been a heavy trend. This happened to Drew the other day of the Uber Eats drivers just literally stealing your order.
Yeah. It happens at the restaurant all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, they'll call us. I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that? Somebody took it. Call 911. I don't know. Like,
Call the police. I'm not the
yeah,
guy. I can't
file a report. Yeah, I truly cannot help you unless you buy another order. No, it's insane.
It's all good and fun because like you're gonna get a refund, but still, it's like the heartbreak of it all. Of like,
Yeah.
And they wait until you, like, when it happened to Drew, they waited until they were in his neighborhood to steal it. Just steal
I heard-
it right when you get it. Why are you
Right.
in the neighborhood?
Why are you getting my hopes up? Me thinking I'm about to eat my Wingstop in 2 minutes. Nope. Stolen.
Yeah. I heard a story. Let me know. I don't know if you told me this. Did you? I'm trying to remember who told me this. They ordered Uber Eats. They're watching it get to their house. Wait, who the fuck actually
It
told me
wasn't
this?
me.
Okay, they're watching it get to their house. They're like, oh, word. Okay, I'm going to go outside. Wait for it. Girl, let me know why. The car pulled up. The phone pinged. Delivered. The car took off. Totally just took the Chipotle.
There has to be some sort of
Who
like,
told me that?
There has to be some sort of like tracking where like Uber turns off once you enter the neighborhood or something because that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened to Drew. And it was like he literally was like mouth watering thinking like the Wingstop is here. And
Oh,
they stole-
Wingstop too? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then he had to wait a whole nother like hour basically till they could get another order.
That is a nightmare, actually.
Yeah.
I would just be going to sleep if that ever happened to me. I'm
did
not
that-
even eating.
Yeah, I did that recently with Jersey Mike's. I like ordered because it was like, oh, only 20 minutes till it gets to your house. And I was like, okay, perfect. I've got a meeting. Like, I'll get out in 30 minutes. The Jersey Mike's will be on my porch. Perfect. I get out of the meeting. I look. The guy hasn't even fucking picked it up yet. I
Just
canceled
a
the
cold
Uber.
sandwich.
I canceled the Uber. I called Jersey Mike's and was like, hey, do you guys have this order? I'm going to come pick it up myself.
Good.
Because it
Was
was,
this-
2 minutes from my house. I was like, the only reason I did this was because it was going to take 20 minutes. If you're going to take
Right.
another hour, I'm just going to leave my house. It's not that deep.
Right. Was it still warm when you got there?
Well, it was It was supposed to be cold.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Even better.
And it was free because then the Uber can't. Like I got.
Oh,
a
wait,
refund from
amazing.
Uber.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Win-win.
hack.
I don't know what that guy
Boots
was doing,
nowhere
though.
to be
It was
found.
like, he's picking it up in an hour. It's like, no. He was supposed to be here in 20 minutes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He was supposed to be here now. You're telling me he's not coming for another hour? I'm leaving my house.
Right.
And I have a gun.
Yeah, and I will track you down.
Are you
Too
wearing
bad,
it?
so sad.
Down for whatever tea right now?
I'm actually not.
Oh, okay. I was like, I want a deviled
But-
egg.
Thanks for thinking that it was.
Of course.
Girl, it's been real. It's been fun.
It's been a really good episode. It's been a long one.
It has. It's our longest one yet.
Yeah.
You're going to want to pop this one on when you're in the car.
When you're really
On your
going
next
through
road
it.
trip. Right, exactly. I love a little Friday night after dark, just delusional enough.
Literally. We love a little chit chat, a little gab, a little this and yap.
Wait, okay, honestly, when we like blow up and you have your own spinoff, a little Gab is low-key genius.
I know. And like, how good of a job did my parents do when they named me?
Yeah, it tracks.
Like, all I do is talk.
Right. Right, yeah, it tracks for sure.
In every single profession, like, my job has been talking. I literally talk for a living. And now I'm a podcaster. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just in the name.
Wait, also, what do you think we should call our fans? Because I've got a couple ideas.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Well, I thought of like Delosers was kind of funny.
Delosers, like, I do like that, yeah.
Delosers, or Mia came up with a couple like
Potties,
glogies,
sexy mommies,
or like labbies. I don't really like labbies that much.
No.
But I kind of like glogies. That one's fine.
I just hate, people have called me Logie before, and I can't stand it.
Yeah. Like Logie Bear?
Yeah. So maybe not that.
Okay, not Logie. I mean, I like Delosers the best so far.
Delosers is fun, yeah. Delosers! Wait, and then we could do this. Is that it? Delosers?
Yeah, that was it.
We just have a gang sign for it.
Delosers.
Delosers!
But like, at the end of the day, we're not losers, we're winning.
But with Boots, you have to play both sides. You gotta let them know.
With Boots, you are going to lose a couple.
Well, this has been fun.
This has been real.
Watch out for Boots, guys.
Watch out for Boots. And please submit your anonymous stories to us at Just Delusional Enough on Instagram.
Yeah, and if you've seen Emilia Perez, let us know. So we can block you from every single social media profile page.
And if you've seen Emilia Perez, we are praying for you.
Yeah.
And we hope you have a speedy recovery.
And if you're doing cocaine at the Canes game,
I was literally to say,
please seek help.
At the hockey game, you are a loser. You can't sit with us if you do cocaine at the hockey game.
No, I'm scared of you.
Check it into the clinic. I don't want to see it.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love you. Kisses.